Hi, I'm JP Lam, and in this episode of Naruhodo, we're going to learn about a common wedding tradition here in Hawaii that has its roots in Japanese culture, the Banzai toast. Now, if you've ever been to a wedding in Hawaii, particularly where either the bride or groom are of Japanese descent, then you're probably familiar with it, but might not know where it came from or why we do it. So today, I'm sitting down with Lauren Smith, the owner of L for Love Weddings, to find out more. Let's take a look. Well, Lauren, thanks so much for meeting with us today.
No, thank you.
So as a wedding coordinator here in Hawaii, how often do you see Banzai toasts?
Oh, quite often here in Hawaii. I would say outside of destination weddings, maybe 75% of the time. Many people come from Japanese lineage, but even if they don't, I feel like they like to incorporate this Japanese tradition in their wedding.
And for those of us who might not be familiar, what exactly is a Banzai toast?
So the Banzai toast is kind of like a cheers, toast that we do at weddings. But interestingly enough, it's not actually done in Japan. It's a local Hawaii tradition said in the Japanese language, but doesn't actually come from Japan.
And what's the significance behind it, or what exactly does it mean?
So the literal translation of Banzai is 10,000 years or long life. The first one is done to the bride and groom from a friend, and then the next one is done to all of the guests.
And how did the tradition of the Banzai toast begin?
Like I mentioned earlier, it's a local tradition in Hawaii that doesn't actually happen at weddings in Japan. I do know that one time I read about it because I was curious, and it had said that maybe some of the immigrants who came to Hawaii created it long ago.
So let's say I wanted to do the Banzai toast. What would I do or say?
All right, so the first Banzai is done by a close friend of the bride and groom, and they would go up and they would say, Shinro, Shimpu, Banzai! And then the crowd would repeat in unison, Banzai! With their drinks in their hand. And we would repeat the Banzai 3 times. Shinro means groom, and Shimpo means bride. So it is to the bride and groom, wishing them long life and happiness. The second cheer is done by a family member of the bride or groom, and they would say, Raihi no minasama Banzai, which means to all of the guests. And the guests would repeat 3 times, Banzai, hands and drink in the air.
Well, Lauren, thanks so much for your time today, teaching us about the Banzai toast. Arigatou gozaimasu.
It was my pleasure.
Well, thanks so much for watching this episode of Naruhodo. I hope you learned something new about the Banzai toast. Until next time, I'm JP Lam.